Catch The Crazees is partnered with NSC Roadshow. NSCLiveTV.com and Inc. Marketing are proud to present the NSC Roadshow podcast tour. As a creator, come to be treated like a rock star as we take you on a tour with podcasters from around the world. Got a Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or a project you would like to tell thousands about? Come and get on the tour. Are you a podcaster that would like more creators on your show? Come become a tour stop on the tour. Welcome to The Crazees in 10 or less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under, and if I don't, I just won't. Anyway, how do you know you have a really kick-ass Kickstarter promo video? That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. All right, so now that I'm 2 Kickstarters and 1 Indiegogo in, I'm no longer a rookie. Now I'm a novice, right? I went from rookie to novice because I've only have 3 campaigns under my belt. And so the question comes up. What makes a good Kickstarter or Indiegogo promo video, a crowdfunding video? How long should it be? What should you be communicating in it? All these questions come to mind. And so at the end of this, I'm going to give you my opinion. But before that, we're going to go on a little trip. And I was thinking about this. I said, this is a good time to show my videos. And I was like, nah, we're going to talk about what makes a good video. Right? I don't want to show my videos. Should I? What do you think? Yeah? No? All right, we're at odds. No one's agreeing. So, we're going to go from here. I've been critiqued on many different platforms about video, and I've heard so many different opinions. So, I decided to go on the World Wide Web, right? And channel the great and powerful Google, right? Oh, hell, Google. And so one of the things that when you just type up what makes a good Kickstarter video, you get the first thing that comes up underneath an ad. And this is called 90seconds.com. So 90seconds.com is saying you need to be 90 seconds. You talk to other people, they're going to say 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 2 minutes. Everybody has a different opinion. So it says don't over explain it. You have to explain that to me. Nothing like a cup of joe. So don't over explain it. All right. So you don't want to be too vague. People should know what they are funding and need to know that you have a plan. That's key. What is your plan? And I could tell you, on top of interviewing a lot of cats on Catch The Crazees, you'll find a mixed bag of those pros that have been doing it for a while and those novices that really didn't think it through. So it says, but a lengthy video that explains every detail of the process will not serve you well. So what do you mean by lengthy? Right? So, and it says the most successful videos are a concise 2 to 3 minutes. I'm confused. A minute or under, a minute or more. Don't over explain. Don't be too vague. Have a plan. What is your plan? What is it? I'm confused. Anyway, so I'm going to go to Killer 90 Seconds, right? It says 90seconds.com. I want to see what they say. So, and you're joining me here as I'm navigating through the web, right? It says, creating a killer Kickstarter. Are you ready to get funded? But I don't want to hear that. Just, according to the Bloomberg Business Journal, only 44% of campaigns get fully funded, and as many as 10% never get a single pledge. It's not easy getting noticed. That's the truth. I can tell you our first campaign we did the numbers and we're like, in order to have it be successful, we need this amount because we're paying people and printing costs and shipping costs and all that stuff. And it was a pretty hefty number for us, $2,500 goal. It took 25 days to make that 2,500. And we came out the box, no fan base, nothing, right? And we started out with problems. So, all right. So what makes a successful video? Is it special effects, great dialogue, expert acting, or something more? Let's explore what makes a killer Kickstarter video. And again, I'm getting this information from 90seconds.com. So it starts off in big bold letters, the hook. That's interesting. Your Kickstarter videos have to get their attention. If you don't do this, nothing else matters. This could be through the video title or those first few impactful seconds that draw the person in to learn more. So that's critical because I can tell you right now, the first 5 to 10 seconds will tell me whether or not I want to continue playing the video. And I've seen some videos where there's these long blank pauses. Like nothing's happening for like 3, 4, 5 seconds. And you're like, what am I looking at? And then you had some videos that just didn't align up to the project. And that confused me. So those are the things that turn me away. And again, me personally, you might like that stuff. You might like staring at a blank screen for 5 seconds. I don't. It says, tell a memorable story. Now, how do you do that? How do you tell a memorable story? Memorable to whom? Anyway, I'm going to continue reading. Your video should tell a story. If you are trying to get funding for something that solves a problem, the problem should be demonstrated through visual narrative. Again, so you need to make sure that your trailer aligns with your brand, your property, your project. Stories hold attention. They show rather than tell. People want to find out what will happen next. Work the narrative to hold attention to the very end. And after the viewer walks away, they should be left with an imprint, an ability to forget what they just saw, or hopefully urge and share. Right? So it's either you forget about it or you know what? This looks really good. I'm going to share this with some friends. They need to check this out. This is up their alley. Boom. I'm going to back it now. If it's not ready, I'm going to sign up until get alerted when it does launch. Right? Get people excited. Now, how do you do that? What excites me might not excite you. Right? So, see where I'm going with this? Anyway, yes, you are very excited about the movie for which you need funding, but is this excitement translating to someone who knows nothing about you? Boom. That's powerful. Is this guy an attorney? Let's see. So what is unique and special about your idea? Why should the contributor want to be a part of your mission? And don't underestimate the power of music to inspire excitement. That's right. Make the music with your mouth, biz. Anyway, so make sure visuals match the script. Again, I don't want to stare at a blank screen for 5 seconds. And if your story is about Smurfs, I don't want to see cannibals. I want to see Smurfs, right? So keep it pure. If you reference a moldy cheeseburger in the script for some strange reason, we need to see one. The story is called Holy Socks. Your trailer doesn't have one person with holy socks. They all have brand new out the box socks. What's up with that? Don't over-explain it. So that's the one I want to go over, right? So don't over-explain. What do you mean by don't over-explain? You don't want to be too vague. We talk about this, right? People should know that what they are funding and need to know what you have to explain, right? That you know that you have a plan. I'm sorry, I read that already. But I think I read that already in the beginning. So we already went through that. I don't want to have to go through it again. So don't hire actors. Yes, they're not aligned with your stuff. They're gonna oversell it and they're gonna come out as lack of credibility. I don't know, that's my interpretation, but let's see. Depending on the type of video, you likely will be hiring actors, but choose the right ones. There is something very genuine about casting people who seem like real people. Again, see, I talked about that credibility, being genuine, all that stuff. So that was the 90-second .com perspective on a Kickstarter video, right? And right, so then you have a whole lot, right? You have Kickstarter saying, telling your story. So if you go to Kickstarter, what do they say? Who are you? Your plan? What is, schedule? Doesn't give me time. Doesn't say length. So it is what it is. So I wanted to share this with you guys because there's so many of us that are using crowdfunding. Has become the new print on demand, the new door-to-door salesman, getting your product into the hands of the consumer. It's been a way to be able to eliminate all of the bureaucracy and all the red tape, and really just get to the fans' hands, and the fans will decide whether or not you're going to be successful or not. And that's a great way to try to gauge whether or not you have viability with your product, right? So, but my summation in this entire thing is it's a matter of taste. So everyone has an opinion. Everyone's gonna say, I know exactly what to do to get you from here to there. But that's a matter of taste. So some people might want a 2-minute video. Some people might want a 30-second video. Some people might not think a 30-second video is enough. And that could be a turn off. So my recommend is make certain that the story translates in the video 100%. Make sure that the story is aligned. Make sure that the heart and soul and energy you put into your story translates in that video. Leave the special effects for last. Right? So what I normally do when I'm creating my trailers is I'll get all of the assets together. Right? So I'll spend a couple of hours, thumbnailing what the direction I want create like a storyboard. What do I want to say in this minute or under video? Because right now I'm staying in a minute or under. Sometimes I might go over, but I'm trying my best to do a minute or under. Anything under 30 seconds is not enough. So then I'll go and get all the images together. So I'll go to my comic pages and I'll start cropping and all that stuff and creating a file, trailer for Kickstarter number 3. Like for instance, Catch The Crazees. I'm working on that trailer right now. So I'll get all the assets together. And then what I do is I put them on the timeline and I add my layers and all that other stuff. And I see it and then I just play it. And I make sure it flows before I add any audio, before I add any special effects or anything. I want to see, my goal is to see how it flows. If I'm providing narration, the great thing about it is that the software we use today, you can let it play as you're talking right over the video. So it has some sort of rhythm to it. And I work really hard to try to make sure it's in sync with that issue. So if you're doing issue number 4 of Cosmic Woodpeckers, you shouldn't be doing a promo for issue number 7 in your video, because you should really be promoting that issue 4. And somewhere in that video, you can give a brief overview of its predecessor, the previous issues, right? So you give like a 5-second whatever you're going to do about the previous issues until you get to issue number 4. And just tell a story. Tell the damn story as best as you can. If it requires, once you're done and you looked at it, if it requires some special effects, that you add after the fact. Right? And then stand tall on it and put it up, because it's always going to be a critic. There's so many critics out there. I mean, I've seen so many critics, everyone had an opinion on all what we've done. Some things I looked at it and I adjust, some things I ignored. And that's what you're going to have to do. So remember, your audience is your fans. If they recognize heart and passion, most likely they're going to support. But don't just leave it there, because every day you have to hustle. But anyway, that's my opinion on having a successful Kickstarter video And again, it's a matter of taste. So you can't please everybody. Remember that. You can't please everybody. So with that said, Catch the Crazies, issue number 3, landing page in the link below. Please sign up. The goal is to get to 100 backers. We launch April 29th. Join us April 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we go live on multiple platforms, Twitch, Facebook, all these other stuff, YouTube, Periscope. We're going to be live on all those platforms. We'll have some raffles, and it's going to be a hoot that night. So join us April 29th. Again, so if you want to be featured on What's in the Box, DM me, hit me up, and I'll get your book on What's in the Box. If you want to be a guest on Catch the Craze, same thing, DM me. If you have a campaign that's coming out, you want to get the word out, why not get the word out with one of the fastest growing independent podcasts out there? Sponsor a show. $10 for Catch the Craze, $5 for the other What's in the Box or the Crazy and 10 less. You provide a 30-second promo. You can provide a script that you want us to read it. If you don't know how to create a video promo or audio promo, just give us a script and we'll read it as an official sponsor of the Craze, and we'll promote your Kickstarter and we'll promote your Indiegogo, and your link gets everywhere, and we post everywhere. We're pretty badass that way. So you want to get your campaign out there and get successful? Hit me up. You need help with your campaign? DM me. I have some hookups. I can partner you with some people. Anyway, that's the Crazy 10 or Less. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Share it with your friend. I'll see you soon. Catch the Craze, baby.